You'll get to meet them. My father-in-law is here, my mother, and of course, Theodore, my sister, brother-in-law, and my cousin, 2 nieces. And out of the 3 young ones today, I guarantee you at least one, if not all, will end up doing something at Brookings, probably interning, and coming to Washington to serve in public service or some other area of life that perhaps will touch upon U.S.-Korea relations. So I am very glad to introduce them to Brookings and to Washington for their future and for our collective future as well. I'm a long-term thinking kind of gal. I'm not a short-term person. I think about the short term always in the context of the mid and long term. And I think those will be strengths I bring to Washington, since we all know Washington thinks mostly short term. It's inevitable, and I understand that. I've worked in government, in the State Department in the past to know that that is just the way it works. But our job here at Brookings is to do more than short-term thinking and short-term reacting. So I look forward to that challenge. I'm also very thrilled that my husband, Jeff Frankel, woke up at 5 in the morning today and tried 2 flights to get here. He is the best husband in the entire world. And if he didn't agree to my doing this job and support me so fully, well, we would have had some difficulties negotiating ourselves. And I'm really happy to see my dear old colleagues, and I mean old not by age, but people I've known since I was in my 20s, Victor Cha, Scott Snyder, James Pearson. Well, I'm a little older than you are, but Sheila Smith, I don't know if she's here, the senior Japan scholar from CFR. I see several of you out here whom I have worked with and grown up with in a sense. And so I feel I won't be alone, and that we in a way will have our own little think tank together and build a stronger team in Washington. Koreans and Korean Americans working on U.S. relations with Korea, as well as Americans in the U.S., have tended to be out there on their own for decades and decades. And I think now Korean Americans and other Americans, we are all coming of age to be able to say we have the training, we have the expertise, we have the vision, and also mostly we want to serve. So I'm really glad to see you all out there.